Hello, everyone on the internet world. Happy Music Monday. We're here with Stephie G. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. Where are you tuning in from?
I'm tuning in from Nashville, Tennessee.
Nice.
Yep.
How's it going there?
It's really hot. It's really humid. I got back from California from the NAMM show, and it was great weather. And to come back to Nashville, it's like, oh man, the heat and the humidity I forget how intense it gets here in the summers.
Yeah. Very cool. Are you from Nashville or did you move there?
I moved here. I've been in Nashville now for about 6 years, but I'm originally from Southern California.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you seen in the past few years Nashville kind of just explode with people?
Yes, definitely. It's
right?
Just it's a totally different city even since when I first moved here. Just new buildings and apartments and houses. It's crazy the amount of how much growth the city has gotten in the last few years.
Yeah, it's every time I go there, it's just a completely different thing.
Yeah. I mean, I know we'll see if how much more the city can handle all the people coming in, but it's fun. It's a fun town.
I have heard that about so many people coming in that they just didn't build Nashville to handle that many people. So I have heard that it has gotten a little crazy.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just always thinking like we need to build more lanes on the highways.
Yeah, they need a second level.
Yes, something, right? I mean, it's crazy. They just opened a new soccer stadium, an MLS soccer stadium. So it's just like, again, more people coming in, and which is great for the city. It's just, the infrastructure is really much needed.
Yeah, and we are NAMM goers, but we have not been there since NAMM of 2020. So how was it this year?
It was definitely a little bit more intimate. I think I forget what the statistics were, but something like half of the amount of people that normally show up, which is like 100,000 people normally come to NAMM, and this year it was about half that amount. And even the amount of exhibitors and the companies that were there was about half that amount too. But it was still a lot of fun. And, I saw people that from years past. And so we kind of recognized each other and made some new friends and new connections. So really NAMM is, about seeing, making connections, networking, making new friends. So that's one of the highlights, I feel, of attending NAMM.
Yeah, for sure. How is the we did see that there was a kind of traffic light pass indicator of like red, yellow, green of how much shaking hands you want to do, we'll say. Right?
Yes, that was definitely a new thing where they on your badges you were able to put a sticker if like you wanted to shake hands, or if you didn't want to be touched at all or anything like that. So they were definitely taking some precautions. I definitely masked up just because I've been having some friends and people that I've known get COVID and for like the second time, or they've been vaccinated and still have gotten it. And so I definitely try to be careful because even in years past, I think my first NAMM, I don't know if you've heard of the term NAMthrax.
Well, I'll add Mel just in time for NAMthrax.
Yes.
Every time we get back from NAMM, someone has NAMthrax.
It's the worst. It's the worst, isn't it?
COVID, we just didn't know it, probably.
Yeah, given that, I forget if it was like 2017 or where it rained. It rained for most of that time, and I was like walking in the rain. And just coming back, I lost my voice. I was just hawking up, my lungs. But yeah, thankfully made it back safely, and hopefully got nothing.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Did they use all of the buildings still and just had everything more spread out?
I think parts of the building were actually they didn't open up, so that was kind of new. Yeah. Less walking, I guess. I don't know. I even with the less space that was used, I was sore like the first day. I was like, I need to work out more. Because you forget how much walking around at NAM and going back from hotel to the different buildings and the different events and workshops. You get a lot of steps in. So definitely next year I'm like, okay, I'm gonna actually train for NAM and like have a cardio routine right before, so I'm in shape,
Yeah, I think we averaged, what was it, like 20,000 steps a day each time?
Yeah.
It's wild.
You gotta do that, like 20,000 steps before you even go there. Like a week before at least.
Oh yeah, definitely. Next year it's gonna be in my plans for sure.
Yeah, just start at 10,000 a week, then 15, then 20, and then hope you're ready for now.
A week? I mean a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My gosh.
3 weeks warm up to NAM.
Absolutely. NAM training.
Yes, that should be a thing. Maybe we should start like a training program.
Yeah, like a NAM workout training. Yeah.
Yeah.
We usually come back and have a contest of how many free tote bags we all got.
Oh.
So
Roxy usually wins.
Yeah, how many totes did you get?
I was actually pretty good. I was like, I have enough totes, like from all the years past. I think I only went home with one. Like, that was a record for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, we're always using them for shopping. Comes in handy.
Yes. Tote life,
There's so many bags. It's a little crazy. Just want to say hello to everyone in the chat. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to throw that in the chat. We got Grumpy in the chat. James.
Hi, James.
Matt.
Hello, Matt.
Jayla.
Hi, Jayla.
Nashville. Yeah. So you're in Nashville. Just got back from California. What do you got going on now after NAM?
So I teach. I'm teaching. That's kind of what really held me together during the pandemic. So that's kind of my main what I'm doing to help pay the bills right now. I do have a couple gigs lined up. I have an event this Friday at the Soho House here in Nashville. So we're having a small get together at the Soho House, celebrating Pride this month. So it's gonna be a showcase, and awesome. I'm gonna be the house drummer sitting in. So should be a lot of fun.
Nice,
cool.
Yeah.
So now, are you originally from Nashville, or did you just move there?
So I've been in Nashville for about 6 years. Originally from Southern California. That's my home state. Old stomping grounds there. And then I actually lived in Kansas City for about 10 years before moving to Nashville. So I've just been all over the country.
Nice. But, so out of the three, what's been like your favorite? Which one has the best music scene? Which one do you like for other reasons?
Yeah, I definitely miss the weather in California. I was just telling Annie, miss the weather. I mean, a lot of my friends and most of my family and relatives are there. I grew up with, so California is a special place in my heart for sure. But Nashville has been just a great season in my life. Learning a lot about music business, especially learning how to make connections and network in the music business. So that's been really, really helpful. And I feel the music community here in Nashville is just super friendly, super supportive and encouraging. If you write songs, people want to write with you, people want to jam. There's jams all the time, open mics. And, I remember when I first moved to town, I would attend open mic nights and I would just bring like my cajon drum, and surely enough, a singer or two would like see me with my cajon drum and would ask me to sit in with them in their open mic session. And so it's just a really warm and inviting environment, I feel, if you're an artist, you're starting out, and from when I hear some of the other big music cities, it's not necessarily always that way. Kind of have to have an inn sometimes. But from my experience here in Nashville, it's just everyone's been so welcoming and encouraging. So I do like Nashville for that. As far as Kansas City, I do miss the Kansas City barbecue. So I love the sweet barbecue there, some Jack Stack and Oklahoma Joe's in the garage in the gas station. So if you haven't been or checked it out, definitely check out Oklahoma Joe's.
Yeah, there was didn't you remember the name of it, but there was some like polka band playing at some I guess it was a German museum. Not museum, restaurant. And it was like the best food ever. It was right under like an overpass thing, but I think it closed. So I think last time we were there, it wasn't there anymore.
In Kansas City?
No, in Nashville.
In Nashville? Okay. Oh. Huh.
Yeah.
Didn't you almost get hit by a bus in Kansas City?
I almost get hit by a bus everywhere. Every time I get out of the car or go to like cross the street, I'll look both ways. There's nothing there. I'll start walking, and then all of a sudden there's a bus, and Roxy's always saving me, pulling me back.
My goodness, that is wild.
Yeah, that's why we can't have nice things.
You need to carry like a sign that says "Don't hit me, bus."
I'm just not allowed to cross the street alone. I need to like hold someone's hands.
Or like a safety vest. Like
you definitely
give me one of those.
You for sure need a safety vest.
Yeah. And a helmet. I need an adult.
Funk crossing.
Maybe some knee pads, wrist guards.
Yeah.
Wrap me up. Wrap me in bubble wrap.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap you in bubble wrap for sure.
Good. I'm gonna want to pop it all though, so that won't help.
Matt has a question. Is there a singular moment that made you fall in love with music?
Wow, my goodness, that's a deep question.
Yeah, we're coming in hot here.
I've always been a musical kid. I feel like I was one of those kids that took piano lessons or was forced to take piano lessons like as a kid for my parents. And I think looking back, that was, even though I probably was so opposed to it or didn't like it or like didn't practice as much as I could have, I think that was definitely a starting point in my life. But I think where I fell in love with percussion and drums was in high school. And I was, even before that, I was actually a flute player, believe it or not. So I did the whole band thing, like elementary school, junior high, a little bit of high school. But then they were looking for some more members in our front ensemble. And I was like, sure, I could read music. I how a lot of the mallet instruments look like pianos, basically. So I kind of took to that and caught on real easily. Just had to learn some basic technique, but it was really being in percussion and the drum line in high school. And I don't know if you guys were in band, but some of those people that some of my friends to this day, we were in band together. And so it's just, a lot of the good friendships and relationships I had started back in those days. For
Absolutely.
Sure. Yeah.
I went to Catholic school, so we weren't allowed to play music.
What?
Was there a choir at least?
There was a music chorus class, but all you did was sing religion songs.
Right.
So,
but did they at least like teach vocal techniques or no?
No.
It wasn't like Sister Act?
Yeah, but really bad.
Okay.
Yeah. It was like, here, sing these songs. That's it.
Sing some hymns.
Oh, man.
Yeah, sing some hymns. That's it.
No hers?
No.
Only him. All right.
Good one.
Rude.
But yeah, I was the same exact thing you said. Was my parents forcing me to play piano when I was younger and I didn't want to, but I'm glad they did. But same deal with didn't want to practice, but it helped me when I eventually started playing guitar. And I was like, oh, okay, at least I knew this when I was younger. So this makes sense now.
Right?
Yeah. And I'm like, why didn't you force me more?
I started on organ.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I did take some organ classes too. Did you use the pedals?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I tried when I could reach them.
Yeah.
I started when I was 6, so.
There you go. Get the,
Yeah.
work on the double bass stuff.
Yeah. Then we switched to keyboard and then piano. And then, yeah. But, yeah, definitely, like, wanting to practice when you're a kid. Like, I loved the lessons. But practicing, like, by myself, I'd always forget. Because, you're a kid, you're involved in a million other things. You're playing sports, you're doing this, you want to play outside, blah, blah, blah. You're doing your homework. And then it's like, oh, my God, I have a lesson tonight. So then, like, a half hour before, I'd be, like, trying to, like, play everything and learn all the songs quickly.
Yeah, same.
But I did get really good at sight reading because of that. So
it's a good skill.
Yeah.
It's a good skill. Yeah. Fake it till you make it.
Yeah. But honestly, that's why, like, I teach too now, and I teach drum lessons, piano lessons, and a few other instruments. And anytime I have students, like, I know a lot of teachers are like, you have to practice and you must practice 20 minutes a day.
Yeah.
I'm the type of teacher where, like, I remember being a kid and I remember being the student.
Yeah.
And I feel like I don't want to discourage my students from loving music. So regardless of whether they practice or not, like, I'll always tell them, you're going to be better if you practice. You're going to progress faster if you practice. But I don't yell at them for not practicing.
Right. No,
It's just like, okay, we're here now. We're going to play. And you're going to enjoy this. You're going to have fun. And, especially at, like, 6 years old, like, we don't know if you're going to go on to continue with music, but right now you're going to enjoy it. It's going to be a great hobby, and it could be something you enjoy for the rest of your life and remember fondly. So
yes, absolutely. I'm the same way. I even say, like, just 5 minutes. Like, if you can, at least 5 minutes, and that's a good starting point. If they do more than that, then that's great.
Yeah. What I have found, what helps a lot too with that is some of my students will get really deterred with the whole minute thing. They're like, I don't want to practice even for 5 minutes. But if I tell them, okay, you're going to play your song once a day or twice a day, then it's like, it's a more attainable goal rather than just setting a timer. Because then they're always staring at the clock and they're like, oh God, is it over yet? Now it's like, all right, here's a goal. I'm going to play my song twice. And now I feel accomplished and I did it.
That's a great tip. I'm going to use that one. Yeah. Thank you. That's great.
Be like, play your scales once each, play your song twice, whatever it is, or play your rudiments, each one 5 times.
Play this entire book once a day.
Exactly.
Another question. Just, going to another end here. Well, if you were a fruit, which one do you think you would be?
Fruit. Wow. I don't think everyone's asked me that before. I mean, I know what my favorite fruit is, but I mean,
well, what's your favorite fruit? Let's start with that.
I really love blueberries. I love blueberry muffins, like blueberry anything, blueberry. It's a favorite for sure.
Mel, what are you?
I want to be something juicy. Maybe a watermelon.
Okay.
Because I feel like it's, like, tough on the outside, but then, like, juicy on the inside.
Oh.
How about you, Annie?
The first thing that came into head was a pear, because I feel like a pear right now. Like I look like one. No, just kidding.
What?
That's a good thing. The pear shape. That means you got some curvy hips going on.
Yeah.
Better for dancing.
And the curves. No.
Oh, Grumpy says, cue Annie's story of trying to dehydrate blueberries. Let's hear it again.
Oh,
ooh, what?
No ooze. I put it in the air fryer, and it took like 3 days to dehydrate them, and so then we couldn't use the air fryer at all. And it didn't turn out good in the end. So it was like 3 days of just low heat, I think. But yeah.
Did it smell weird?
That's a bummer.
No, it just didn't. It was just like less juicy blueberry, but maybe I had to leave it in for 5 days or something. But
Didn't you try bananas too?
I tried to make banana chips in the air fryer, and that was also a big fail.
Did they just like drip, like mushy?
They mushed. So when I went to like pull them out, it just became this mushed up thing. And then I was like, hey, do you want to try some? And everyone's like, no. I mean, like, flavor wise, like, yeah, they tasted fine because you can't really, I don't think you can really screw up a banana. It's just the texture. But I would suggest doing the oven for any type of chip things. But it has to be a long time to do it. It takes forever.
You should try plantains because those aren't as juicy. Maybe they'll dehydrate better because you do see plantain chips a lot. And maybe that's why. Maybe they dehydrate easier.
The internet just says it just takes a long time to do any of it.
Oh.
And that's too much for me.
Yeah. You need 2 air fryers in that case. One is a dehydrator and then another to cook.
I think there are actual dehydrators, so that would probably be the way to. Maybe I could order one on Amazon and return it.
There you go. Give it a try. Or better yet, you can just go to the store and buy some banana chips and try blueberries.
Way better than anything I would do.
Just let someone else do it.
Yeah. Let's see. How about some coffee talk? Do you like coffee?
I love coffee. I wish I had my coffee mug.
How do you like your coffee?
You know, I straight up black, and it's the way I go these days. You know, I'm not like, I don't have the pour over machines. I do have a French press at home, so depending if I'm making for multiple people, I'll use it's like a bigger French press. But mostly just using like my single serving Keurig right now.
What's like the secrets? Like, what's the real instructions for the French press? Because I've tried it a few times. I got one, and it just hasn't come out right. But I haven't really experimented with it too much. I feel like it's either too watery or too strong, and I haven't gotten the ratio right.
Okay. I guess it depends. Yeah, it depends how big your French press pot is.
It's a little one.
It's a little one. Okay. Yeah. So I think like for my big one, I use like 5 tablespoons of technically like ground coffee or coffee beans, but I think it's still, the ratio could still work the same. So maybe like for you, I don't know, 2 or 3 tablespoons, something like that. And then I fill it halfway with hot water, right? And then I set a timer for 1 minute because you have to let the I don't know, the beans like bloom, I guess, right? I don't know what the term is. You know, I'm not that hardcore. Yeah, marinate. You let it marinate for like a minute.
Steep.
Yeah, steep. Yeah, exactly. And then like you stir it for, after that minute's up, you stir it for like a couple times, not like hardcore stirring, but just like a couple swoops. And then you fill the rest up with water, hot water. And then I let it go for another, like I think 3 minutes, something like that. And then after that, it should be good to go. So
I did not do any of that. Yeah, I don't even think I looked up any directions, and it didn't come with any.
Yeah,
I found it on a clearance rack for like $7, and I was like, oh, I'll try this. And I literally just like poured beans into. I think I got whole beans. I didn't get like the crushed ones or ground, whatever.
Yeah.
I just put them in, and then I poured hot water and filled it up, and I just let it sit for a little bit, and then I put the thing down and just like smushed it. I didn't know you were supposed to stir it or any of that.
Yeah, I think ground beans is probably best.
All right, I'll try it again.
I think I found something on YouTube, so I was like, I got mine from like Goodwill, also like by French press.
Yeah, so, I'll try it again.
Yes, no worries. Let me know how it goes. Hopefully, it tastes better this time.
How about the pour over?
You know,
what is that?
I don't have a personal pour over, but it's like I don't know. I think it's like a made out of porcelain or glass. It's like it looks like a funnel, and you just put that over your cup, and I think you still need a filter. But again, it's just a way to have like this fresh cup of coffee, and you know, it kind of I guess the way that funnel is made, it lets the water catch the beans in such a way.
Oh, so it's the same type of thing? You're just putting beans in and...
Not the beans, sorry, the ground. It's ground coffee.
Mm-hmm.
But same idea, you like ground coffee and then just pouring water over?
It's the same way. It's like, I think you pour it up to it fills the top and you let it like drip slowly. And then maybe, I think you do stir it once and then I think you add a little bit more. I don't know. It's I haven't done it in a while, but it's similar to a French press, I think.
Yeah. I've still been using the Keurig, but like I wanted to use the French press mostly because I thought it would be easier to clean. Like all the parts of my Keurig come apart. Well, the French press I got, all the pieces are dishwasher safe.
Oh, cool.
You put it on top rack, so you can rinse them all and then just put them in there. Nice. And like a lot of the parts of the Keurig that I have come apart, and you could also put them in the dishwasher. But it doesn't have that whole, machine it's running through with the French press. So you can see if there's any grounds left in there and clean it better.
Interesting.
So I thought maybe. So I know you're supposed to like run vinegar through it, but then I feel like it gives it a vinegary taste.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're supposed to like obviously brew water through it a bunch after that.
Yeah, I think so.
Matt says he eats blueberries in his oatmeal a lot. I do too.
Oh.
Blueberries
good for you.
Walnuts are good. Do you have a standout? Yes. Do you have a standout memory from a gig?
Oh my gosh, I've had so many gigs. Standout memory. Nothing comes to mind right now.
Make it a weird one.
Let me think about that one for a while.
We'll let you think. Annie, what about you? Any standout memories?
You know what? I immediately think to weirdos at shows.
Super Happy Funland?
Well, there was that, but also I remember this lady that came in the bathroom after we were done playing and was like, "You girls were so good," and just pulled her pants down and started peeing on the floor.
That was Pennsylvania, right?
I think so, yeah. But that just stands out. Like, she was so happy. She didn't want to wait to get into the stall, so she just started peeing.
Wow. That's pretty clean. Did you have to like get someone to clean that up?
I just washed my hands and left.
You're out of here.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, thanks, you're so sweet. Bye.
Yeah, don't do drugs, kids.
No.
Oh, man. Yeah. Trying to think what other things other than Super Happy Funland. That's always a crazy one. Have you ever heard of that place in Houston, Texas?
No. What is that? Tell me about that.
I'll let you describe this, Annie.
Is it super fun?
And super happy. Yes.
Yeah. So it's basically like a huge, it's like the size of like a warehouse, I guess. You walk in and it's just like big stage, and it's just like they put a bunch of people that knew how to, do graffiti all over the walls. There's a wall of Raggedy Ann dolls when you walk in. Okay. And then there was a room with a bunch of fabric in it, like piles of fabric, and a little girl came out of it. Like, she just appeared. We don't know where she came from. Pretty sure she was the owner's kid or something, and it was very bizarre, but the people were very nice. It's a fun show, but it was like one of those places you just never forget.
And we weren't allowed to put our gear on stage until we found Waldo.
Yeah,
so there was a Waldo painted on the wall, and we had to find it amongst all the artwork. Yeah,
and then the sound guy said he was gonna shake this like turtle at us when
stuffed animal.
I was like, a real turtle?
No, a stuffed animal. While we were playing, and that means it's the last song. And I was like, you don't have to do that. Give me the turtle. So we took the turtle. So he can't do this thing. He's been doing this for a year. He was really nice about it, but I was like, give me the turtle. So we still have that turtle. It's named Koslopis.
Mm-hmm. That's a fun name.
Well, it's a Chelsea Handler word for her booty parts. Jog any memories for you?
Oh, he says, or a memory traveling to a gig, to or from.
Jeez.
Oh, I thought about speaking of that, the pasta in the bucket from Boonville.
Oh yeah.
The lady wanted us to, the owner wanted to send us like on the road with some food, but I don't know, I guess she didn't have takeout containers or something, so she just filled up, like, she washed out a bucket and filled it with spaghetti.
And it was like an Alfredo pasta too, like
not like a gross cleaning bucket, but like a bucket that like food came in, you know.
Right? Did it have like a handle? No,
I think so. Yeah, it was like, you know, a big, like if you went to you know, like a Costco or a Sam's Club type thing, and you buy your food there. It was one of those like big jars. Yeah,
that's hilarious.
And
then she just ate it.
Yeah, she gave us that. She was like, "Here's 3 forks," and then we sat in the van just eating spaghetti.
Oh my goodness. That sounds kind of awesome. I mean, if you're hungry, yeah.
Yeah. That was the thing.
Where was your favorite place to play because of food that you had on the way there or at the venue?
Love Cup is here. They said they heard food.
Yeah, we just talk about food this whole time.
Yeah, we really did. Yeah.
What else do you need to talk about? That's all that's important.
Yeah.
Food and coffee.
Mm-hmm. What kind of drums you got behind you?
So these are kind of these are DW. These are a mini pro kit actually that I recently got earlier this year. So I'm I guess one of the projects I'll talk a little bit about. One of the projects I'm working on actually is creating a YouTube channel, and it's kind of in the works still, but so feel free to subscribe. It's one of the projects I'm working on to help kids to learn how to drum actually and play some fun songs on like this easy beginner level. And so these are my studio kit drums for that channel that I'm hoping will be up and running in this month or next month. So keep an eye out for that for sure.
All right. Awesome. And speaking of, where else can we find you on the internet? You have an Instagram, you have a Facebook, we have the Instagram right up there. What other, do you have a TikTok?
I do have a TikTok, and same thing, it's at Stephie G Drummer. Learning, I'm super behind the times, you guys. So I like recently I'm trying to be a little bit more active on TikTok, but definitely Instagram. I'm on there. Facebook, it's facebook.com, and then /Stephie G Drummer as well. I'm on Twitter, so you can feel free to tweet at me there. I'll post like fun food pics also on my Twitter account.
Love that.
And as far as like my YouTube channel, you're welcome to find that. It's youtube.com/encouraging beats. So that's going to be the name of the channel there.
Very nice. Encouraging beats. I like it.
Yes, thank you.
Bob Cup says, come to Music Monday Hangouts for dinner ideas. Spaghetti in a bucket. That's what you need.
There you go. Oh boy.
I could go for some spaghetti right now.
Did you find any cool new gear you have to get now because of NAMM?
That's a great question. You know, I mean, there weren't a whole ton of new companies out there, but actually there are a couple booths with like the latest technology as far as if you were to like rehearse or live stream or do like a Zoom call or hang with somebody or like a lesson, for example, they're inventing technology where with low latency, so you can, if like you're rehearsing with someone, it's almost like real time. Because for the longest time, like you can never do that with somebody like in a different city or state, or when you're teaching, it's just kind of back and forth, right? Mm-hmm. So but technology is really exciting to see that coming through, where you can, rehearse with someone or have lessons and play at the same time. So that was really interesting. Might sign up to figure out how that works. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's crazy, all of the inventions and ideas that have come out of, the pandemic. That was such a bad thing, but then, you see all these good things coming out of it and advances and new ideas and everything because of necessity.
Yes, absolutely. And like some of the talks I attended at NAMM were really in the forefront of what's coming up with the music industry in the next 2-3 years or more. But I mean, it's starting to combine like gaming with music, with metaverses, and all this tech. NFTs. I mean, a lot of that stuff is like over my head, but just learning more about that space, and and to hear that that's where the future of music is heading to. And I mean, I have a lot of my students, they're playing like Roblox and Minecraft and Fortnite, and I'm like, maybe I should be getting up on these gaming systems here and platforms, and see how music.
I printed out the theme for Minecraft so that my students could play it on piano because they were all asking for it. So I was like, I don't know what it sounds like, but I'll find it for you.
That's awesome. I think you need to share that with me.
Yeah, sure. I'll send it to you.
That's great.
Did you join a metaverse while you were there?
So I did start a Roblox account, and some of my students were like, what? You got to play this game and that game. So next is Fortnite. I gotta join that. Maybe Minecraft. There's some other metaverses too, like I wasn't aware about. There's one called Sandbox. I believe like Snoop Dogg is in that one. Or there's one also called Decentraland. So just
Snoop Dogg is in everything now. He just keeps appearing.
Maybe, yeah.
I played drums for EDC out in Las Vegas a few weeks ago, and like unannounced, all of a sudden Snoop Dogg just flew in on a helicopter and like sang one song and flew out. It was like, oh, Snoop Dogg was here.
That's awesome.
But I also, speaking of NFTs, like I went on the EDC website, and it's Electric Daisy Carnival. It's all like EDM music, and so many of the DJs were selling NFTs, and the prices that people are paying for them, it's just absolutely insane.
Yes. I mean, totally, you guys need to start selling some NFT merch. I bet that'd be really cool for your fans. So
I just don't get it.
I know. I know.
I do know in I believe this Snoop Dogg verse or something, he has a house on it. You could buy a house next to his house, and it's this whole virtual land that people are putting actual money into, and it's a little crazy.
Yeah,
it's wild. That's who knows if that's the way of the future. Or again, this generation of kids that's all they know is these like metaverse games, and they're gonna be really like accustomed to it when they grow older. So
yeah, I mean, and they're all going to be living in like cardboard boxes under the bridge. But then they'll be like, yo, I have a mansion in the metaverse, though.
Yeah, exactly.
I spent all my money on that, so I can't afford a real house to shelter myself. But I have an NFT. And I live next to Snoop Dogg in it.
Yeah, exactly.
At least there's that.
Yeah. Can't afford to buy food, but, I have it in the metaverse.
Yeah, there's no metaversal food, I guess.
No?
Right?
Well, that should be a thing.
Yeah, maybe we should start that.
NFT food. And coffee. They're going to need some coffee. Make it virtual.
They're going to get the coffees.
No coffees.
This is just funny, I guess, but is Stephie a fan of Kenny G?
Are you related? We're not related, no. But I do like me some Kenny G. And actually, when I was a kid, my piano organ teacher also assigned me some Kenny G music. Actually,
nice.
So I mean, I don't listen to a lot of his new stuff. I mean, he's touring. He's still out there, making that money. But I'm not opposed.
Does he have an NFT?
Yeah, I don't know.
What does NFT even stand for? I think I looked it up. I don't remember.
Is it like non-fungible?
Yeah, something not something tangible.
Token? I think it's non-fungible token.
Yeah, non-fungible tokens.
Yay.
Fungible. It sounds like mushrooms.
Yeah.
Fungi.
Yeah.
Not fun.
Yeah.
Thing.
Not fun things. Matt says he plays Tetris a lot. I should look up the Tetris theme for piano.
Ooh.
Is there a Tetris?
Love me some Tetris. Yes, there is.
Mm.
There is. Grumpy says cryptocurrencies behind NFTs are collapsing. Do not invest in any of them at this point. Everyone's pushing on this point. Is just trying to get out of the market before they all lose their money. Be careful out there, kids.
Yeah.
Oh, non-fungible token?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather have some tokens for the arcade than for NFT, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna go play some skee ball and air hockey.
So speaking of all these sites and things like that, I know we know where we can find you, but where are you most active? Which social media do you like the best?
Which metaverse are you in the most?
Metaverse you like the best?
Instagram. I'd say Instagram is definitely top social media to find me and my latest happenings. But I'm definitely on Facebook as well, so you can find me on there too. So, yeah.
Nice.
Hopefully TikTok soon, so just stay tuned for that.
Awesome. Any Discord or Twitch or
Reddit
or what are the other ones?
Oh my goodness, I need to create all that stuff. It's crazy being a one woman show, you know.
It's a lot,
and it's like new things keep just springing up. It's like, man, I gotta get on that too.
Mm-hmm.
Create a Discord community and all that. Are you guys on Discord?
We are. So if someone knows how to find us on there, feel free to follow.
There you go. Discord.
Really? Yeah, I guess you can be invited to our Discord, but if you find us, I think you can follow us. Or,
do we have a link we can?
It's an odd link. I'd have to go and open this program again.
Oh, it's not like we can't change it to say like Discord/Jackknife Stiletto. Like it's not that simple.
It works. It doesn't work that way. No.
So it's a challenge. We're going to put out a challenge. You have to find us. If you can find us on Discord, once you find us, then you can send us an email with your screenshot to info@jackknifestiletto.com with your mailing address, and we will send you a prize.
Wow.
Come find us on Discord.
It's a whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
A whole
It's a scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
So go find us on Discord. When we're done tonight, go find us on Discord.
Oh yeah, there is an invite link. But I don't know if this is something like if I post it online, then we're going to get a bunch of weird people popping into our Discord. So maybe DM us.
Well, was that bad if weird people go in, or is it follows, or do like creepy things happen?
Like the spam things, like when we didn't know how to use Zoom and all these weirdos came into the room.
Well, but that was a live chat.
It was, yeah.
Discord isn't a live chat, right? So
yeah. Well, you know what I think Discord is? It's really like the old AOL chat rooms. I think someone explained it to me that way, because that's all it is an open chat room. People can come in, they talk about what they want to talk about, they find their topics, but
then is it archived? Or does it disappear like a chat room?
No, it's just on there.
Okay. It's like a forum.
Yeah. Yeah, and then there's subtopics, but it's just it's like a forum / AOL chat room.
I want to go back to like the Greek forum, or like the Roman forum, or whatever, you know, when they actually meet in a real forum, like the town square.
Oh my gosh.
But then like you'll have signs up that say like, you know, different categories or things that you want to talk about. So like you walk into the forum and there's a sign that says like, we're going to talk about music, and the other one's like, we're going to talk about art, and the other one's like, we're going to talk about NFTs, and you go over to whatever topic you want to talk about, and then you meet those people that are there under the same sign, and you're like, oh, you're into music, cool, let's talk.
So basically like a Comic-Con.
Yes.
You just go to like your comics you want to talk about, or like a con.
Yeah. A forum con.
A forum con.
You guys should start this.
Yeah, I really just like to, workshop some ideas.
Jackknife con.
Oh, okay, look, see, Grumpy knows. Discord has even more trolls and bots than Zoom. Do not post an open invite until you've dedicated a moderator.
Wow. Thank you, Grumpy Stan. Words of wisdom, for sure.
I was like, that's why I'm not going to post this link. So if we know you, you want to DM us on like Facebook or Instagram, we will send it to you after you've been screened by our team.
Matt says, found and followed. He has a Discord. What it is, he has no idea. So same.
Same. Yeah. It's a whole other thing.
Oh, he says, thank goodness he has a niece and a nephew. Yeah, I keep saying we need to just like hire teenagers to like be our social media people to just, or to teach us.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Need an 8th grader. Tell us what this is all about. We'll pay in pizza.
Yeah.
Scott. Yeah. Hello, Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Says, it all sounds so confusing. All of us here at Big Butch Records, high atop the groovy peaks of Mount Pleasant in Vancouver, believe in reality chats for sure. Oh, and happy Monday to you all. Happy Monday to you as well, Scott, from Big Butch Records, high atop the groovy peaks of Mount Pleasant in Vancouver.
It's a mouthful.
That was a mouthful. Very, very good, Mel. You did it.
Thank you.
Oh boy. We're almost at our hour mark here. So we do like for you to, kind of replug any projects you have coming up. We know you have your YouTube channel and you have some gigs coming up. So is there any other, you got merch? What's some other things you could
in the process of designing merch. I mean, it's just everything is happening, but feel free. So Stephie G Drummer is my handle. And you could also check out my website. It's also stephiegdrummer.com. So the latest news and merch will be on there. So you save that link on your favorites as well. Have a gig on Friday. So I don't think it'll be live streamed, unfortunately, but that's if you're in the Nashville area, you're definitely welcome to come check it out at the Soho House on this Friday. And then just like I do have a couple projects in the works as well. Working with a friend who he's just this I don't know he's a super cool nerd guy who he's really into programming on Pro Tools and that sort of thing, playing guitar, and so he's coming up with some new tech for that, and we're kind of teaming up to showcase his tech in the near future here. So I'll post some news about that when we will do our live show. So again, feel free to follow me, stephiegdrummer.com, my website, or Stephie G Drummer on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Awesome. So everyone go like and follow and stay tuned for all news coming out.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be fun.
Look at those links down below.
All the links.
All the links.
Like, subscribe, more.
Hit the bell.
More buttons.
Hit all the buttons.
Yeah, there's so many buttons.
Yeah.
If anyone's got any other questions, feel free to put them in now before we head out. But before we do that, Mel, you have a special question, don't you?
I do. I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready. Steffi, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. What is your best advice on how to stay positive in this crazy world that we are living in?
Staying positive. That's a great question. I think one thing I've done in the last couple years is definitely take things slower. And I am guilty always of like being on the go and going from one thing to the next thing to the next thing, and feeling free to say no when like maybe I'm not that passionate about something. I've said no to some gigs just because I wasn't my heart wasn't in it, and so if your heart's not in it, it's okay to say no and give that time for yourself and focus on that self-care. And I think it could be anything, just me time, journaling, playing video games. I think sometimes we don't get enough of that stuff, where we're trying to do as much as we can and hustle. And that's, I think there's a good balance that that has to be made with that hustle culture, but also taking time for yourself and being more mindful about the things that you're doing, the projects that you're doing, and making sure that your heart's into it. And if it's not a hell yeah, then don't do it.
Yeah, absolutely. It is so hard to say no to things because you want to be polite, or someone else needs the help, or they really want you to play on their project, whatever it is. And saying no is definitely a struggle for a lot of people. So, good advice. We do have some questions coming up.
We have a last question. Just to throw this out here, what's your favorite number?
My goodness. I'm pretty simple. I'm gonna go with 3. I think 3 is just this nice little, solid number.
I'm a 7.
I'm a 5.
Yeah,
I like 5.
We got the nice odds.
Nice, simple.
Here.
Yeah, odd numbers.
It's easy to count by 5s, so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here tonight.
Thanks for having me.
We hope that we get to see you in person at some point.
Yeah, definitely. Come visit Nashville.
Yeah.
If you're in the Nashville area, hit me up, DM me.
Will do. And same if you're ever in New York. And hopefully we get to play a show together, or at least come to each other's shows and hang out. Maybe we'll see you at NAMM next year.
Yes.
And break a leg on all your upcoming gigs, and good luck with the new YouTube and whatever other social media platforms you're creating, and can't wait to see it all.
Awesome. Thank you. You guys are awesome.
Thank you. I have our first outro. I have not tried it yet, so everyone's gonna just see it right now as we're all seeing it. And we will see you all next time. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye, guys.
Bye.